Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy Crypto Wolf back again, and this time we are doing part 4 of the TradingView breakdown. Today we're getting into the sidebar over here on the right side and all the little things they got going in this menu over here. Oh, and as you can see, I got a new little, what do they call this? Spectralizer over here with the audio. Yeah, just give it a little something going on, something moving and flickering and, doing its little thing over there in the corner, make it look nice. Uh, let's get into it. I'm gonna blow this up just a little bit here. Actually, we're gonna do something else too. I want to take that, and apparently that. There we go. Okay, we're gonna move that over there for now, just so you guys can see everything over here, and I'm not gonna be a jerk and just have it hidden by that damn thing. Get rid of that. So over here on the sidebar, you have a few options. You got your watch list details, alerts, news, data window, hot list calendar, my ideas, public. These things are kind of like chats and streams, a little bit of TradingView social thing going on there, notifications, and you get into some trading panels. And down here you have your object tree, which is your levels, your layers, where you can organize your different little drawings and things and hide stuff, lock things, all that good stuff. But we're going to get into it. So the first one at the top of the list here is your watch list. And from here you can add all the different charts that you want to keep in a nice little list. And you kind of see it out of the corner of your eye, glance over, see, even if it's like, oh, everybody's in the red, but hey, look, no, we got a couple in the green over here, kind of stands out. Matter of fact, 30%, huh? Fancy. But up here in the top left, obviously, you can create a new list. I touched on this in a previous video. It has like the little red flag going, so if you want to flag, certain charts, you get various colors and such, and you can use that to kind of create a separate list. And maybe you just want like certain ones on it at a certain time. Maybe it's ones that you're trading at the moment, stuff that's a little bit more immediate on a watch list, whatever it might be. And originally it's just going to say watch list, and I created a few of my own. Like, I haven't updated this in a while, but like all the various Bybit charts, stuff that I own, some stocks, some stuff I'm looking at, different market indices, anything you want. I mean, this one, obviously I got the silver up there if you want to do a commodities one. And oftentimes it will sort those a little bit all on its own. And obviously, if your symbol, your last or current price, amount of change, percent of change, you could do this little guy, this advanced view. Gets a little fancy over here. Symbol distribution, so the different types of symbols or assets that you're looking at. 89% crypto over here for me. 6% indices. What do we got? Some commodities, some funds, some futures. Over here, the various different exchanges. Obviously, I got a lot of them that are just Binance because, it's one of the biggest. It's got the most liquidity. It's a good representation. I wouldn't necessarily recommend using Binance.us charts because obviously a lot less liquidity, and you're gonna get some funky wicks going on there, some funky wickas. Got some KuCoin, Crypto, Coinbase, Uni, Sibo, BitMEX, Bybit, all that good stuff. Come down. It'll give you like a little list. You can sort things. Say you want sort by the highest percent changed, and this is just going to be the things that are on your list. That specific one that was open. Got Bitcoin futures coming up second. Little wax on. Avalanche. Elrond. Looks like everybody else still a bit in the red, even though we're starting to come back up right now. But yeah, kind of gives you an idea. It can also be interesting with it just disappeared. Where did it go? If you throw the Here we go, the total crypto market cap in there, and you can actually see who's doing better or worse than the overall. Upcoming earnings, not really going to apply unless you're doing stocks. So that's this little guy, this little pie graph right there. Add a symbol. Obviously, you can go and add something to the list directly. A couple different settings: copy, rename, import, export, clear, add section, columns that you want to have on there. You know, if you want to see what's pumping, or like what a lot of people are getting into, they're trading, you could turn the volume column on. Obviously, the more you have on, the further out this is going to go and take up your screen. Ticker description, blah, blah, blah. You get it. You get the point. Now, an interesting one down here. Drag this guy up. Wow, that takes up the whole thing with it zoomed in. All right, so this is like your little information status panel for whatever one is live in the chart right now. Right now, we're on Luna. And, you know, just your normal stuff. The pairing, the exchange, the category, you know, your current price, amount, percentage change. You got your buy, you know, your buy and sell prices. And then you got these little ranges that shows you where within the range for the day that the price is at. So in the last like 24 hours, actually, we just hit like the bottom for this range, although 23. So we just got into a new daily candle. So judging how close these two are, I'd say this is really just the last hour. 52-week range, you know, we're floating right about the middle. Come down a little bit here. You got your volume, your average, looks like a 10-day volume in this case. Performance over a week, a month, 3 months, 6 month, year to date, and full year. And then you get into these little technical speedometers, I guess, if you will. And this is just a general. So right now it's in the sell, right about the middle of the sell territory there. You got strong sell, neutral buy, strong buy. And if you click on this more technicals, it brings you to this fancy little fella right here on the daily chart. And this will change depending on the time frame you are looking at. Take it back to the daily, and you know, it's leaning towards sell, leaning towards sell. It tells you the number of little indicators that it's using to reach that conclusion. And it's you know, oscillators, overall summary, and then moving averages. You come down here and it tells you what those are with your, you know, your RSI, stochastic, commodity channel, average directional, awesomest oscillator. It's the awesome oscillator. It's got a nice name. Momentum, MACD, stochastic fast, Williams percent range, bull bear power, and ultimate oscillator. Even better than the awesome oscillator. That's just fun to say. Then you got your various moving averages and exponentials: 10, 20, 30, 50, 100, 200. Ichimoku baseline volume weighted moving average. I don't even know what a whole moving average is, but okay. And so it's just kind of using these and their values to tell you, you know, is it more in a buy territory, more in a sell territory? Is it basically neutral? And it just gives you this fancy thing. Now, obviously, you do not just want to be buying and selling based on these little speedometers over here. These little, what's the best word for it? Not really a, it's not a meter. It's a frickin' indicator. Whatever. Just based on these things. Don't be making financial decisions based solely on what TradingView says it thinks from its algorithms. So that is the watch list. Come down here next. We have the alerts tab. You know, obviously you can add an alert. Do a video specifically on this one. We'll play around with making a few specific ones, especially ones that use the market cipher indicators. And restart, stop, clone. Obviously, you got to click on one of these to do it. So if it expired, you can restart it. I can stop this one since it's live right now. or I can clone it and then maybe change a couple little details. If you've got a whole buttload of them, you can search in there for something. Sort by date created or whatever else you want to sort by. In this case, I just happen to have an alert and you kind of give it a title and it has a little description and then the actual event that is causing it to trigger. In this case, it's VWAP on Market Cipher B coming up on the 10-minute on the Bitcoin chart. But again, we'll get into that later. And then this is just a log of all the times that it has been triggered. Matter of fact, can I clear this? There we go. No need to have all that floating in there. Moving on to the next one, we have the news tab. And related to the chart, so headlines for Bitcoin. It says, Bitcoin Tether, but it's just going to be anything that, comes up with that keyword. Now, obviously, we are back on the Bitcoin chart. Let me see here. If I go back to my Luna chart, come back to the news tab, what do we get? What do we get? What do we get? I'm sure some of these are mentioning Luna somewhere inside. Either that or they're just like super general. Hey, here's Terra. All right. Overtakes Dogecoin's market cap and becomes a top 10 crypto after hitting all-time high. Hell yeah. Although that was back in early December. Well, it looks like crypto briefing. So it's probably getting mentioned because it's been doing fairly well compared to, some other stuff. But, again, we come back to the news here. Aha! Look at this. So cryptocurrency investors are more attractive on the dating scene. Study. Let's see what we got here. What do we got here? I may happen to agree. According to a recent survey conducted by the trading platform eToro, many single men and women are seeking. Oh, there goes the little wolf barking. Seeking partners who are not only financially stable but also knowledgeable about cryptocurrencies. 33% of the American participants admitted they are more likely to go on a date with someone who deals with digital assets. Well, I would say, at least for myself and probably for you if you're watching this, I imagine that's probably true. Because give me a girl who can get into some Bitcoin any day. Start finding somebody who's all about decentralization. Yep. That's a swipe to the right there. Crypto makes individuals more desirable. Apart from diversifying one's portfolio and granting potential for higher returns, cryptocurrencies could also make investors look more attractive on the romance scene, eToro research revealed. Every third participant said they are more likely to go out with a crypto holder rather than a person who has not delved into the digital asset space. Furthermore, nearly 75% admitted they would go on a second date with an individual who paid the bill in Bitcoin. You hear that, fellas? Pay for dinner with Bitcoin, in there like swimwear. You heard it here first. Or maybe second, because, the article said it first. But numerous restaurants, cafeterias in the States which accept the primary cryptocurrency as a payment method. Such examples are the Colorado-based Quiznos, interesting, and the multinational chain of coffee houses, Starbucks. There you go, man. Hey, you swipe, send a couple chats back and forth, go to meet up at Starbucks, pay in Bitcoin, make sure she knows that you did. There you go. Hey, now, to be completely honest with you, I mean, that's kind of a little icebreaker right there. You could, especially if you've already established that she knows a little bit about it or she's interested in it. You can learn a lot about somebody just by talking about crypto, I'm telling you. You start talking about, the Fed and the financial system and the problems with fiat. Start talking about decentralization. Maybe she doesn't know shit about NFTs. You kind of become the dude who's teaching her stuff. And be sure to be kind of funny. Keep it real. Have a good time. Don't forget to keep eye contact, but not like that uncomfortable eye contact. I'm just telling you, there's those moments where, you kind of sense her doing it and you kind of throw the eye contact back, maybe with a little bit of a smile going on. And, just don't keep it too long. Don't make it creepy, but just trust me. I'll throw you a little advice on that one real quick. So moving on, Lightning Network all-time high capacity. Traders move 800 million worth away from exchanges. There's some on-chain metrics. Top 5 of the week. What's top 5 of the week? Da, 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 da. Come on now, come on now. Crypto ticker. I guess we're taking us somewhere else. Let's see. I know we're digging into the weeds a little bit here, looking at the news and everything. I don't care. Go away. Go away. Ah, shit. Whatever. I just want to know the top 5 of the week. Come on, what do we got? LEO token. You know, I have heard this one a couple times. Mana. Okay, okay. Little Decentraland. Number 3, Quant. Does that have anything to do with crypto quant? I don't know. Gala. Yeah, heard of that one too. Haven't got much into it. So, okay, it's a blockchain gaming, sounds like. Juno. Remember hearing Juno. I didn't really look or do too much about it. That's number 1 of the week, huh? All right. It's in the Cosmos system, so you know we'd be liking Cosmos. All right, all right. So moving on. We got McDonald's in the news. Crypto tweet, perfect bottom signal. I don't even know what their crypto tweet was, but maybe you guys can tell me in the chat or the comments. It's not really chat. But you come over here, we got the data window. Now this is going to be specific to the chart that you're on. Much of this is up here at the top of the chart. You know, you got your OHLC with the change. Then you get into the specific data for the indicators that are open, which I kind of went through this on the main chart window video. You know, you got your volume, then this long-term trend for the DBSI, which is your green line right here. Market cipher A, all the different values, which most of them aren't even like relevant until they are. Market cipher B, same thing as all these values up here. You know, your VWAP right there, we're at negative 18 basically. You got your RSIs. Kind of nice because it actually tells you what they are on this one. But again, are you going to leave this open? I highly doubt it. Or to quote Kevin McAllister, I don't think so. All right, come over here next. You got your hot lists, U.S. exchanges volume gain, U.S. exchange percent, U.S. exchange percent to the negative. And it's just showing you, again, yeah, it's the hot list. It's showing you what's what's pumping, what's been doing well, what's falling through the tank. Straightforward. Obviously, now this is just going to be, you know, regular, traditional markets. I don't see any crypto on here. Nope. Yeah, just all exchange, NASDAQ, NYSE, OTC, blah, 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 blah. Come over here to the calendars. Now you got your economic calendar, which is like your big announcements. And it tends to go with, you know, most of the major countries. Come down here, you got your earnings calendar. Hey, shout out to Kennametal. And if you don't know what that is, Pfizer's coming up, BP's coming up. And, you know, if you're into stocks, that's oftentimes a good time to be getting in or out based on, you know, the earnings projection and how it comes in. Things could tend to pump. A lot of people literally just bounce around trading things around their earnings reports. So coming over to the next one, it's the My Ideas, which I have not created any ideas yet, so there's nothing there. It's just an empty skull with nothing bouncing around in there. Come to the next one. This is, if it'll tell me, the public chats. And down here you got all these little different chat groups, you know, about this and that and anything you can think of. Divergence Trading Room, Leverage NASDAQ, Astrology Cycles, Ethereum, Cardano. What did I see here? Crypto Robots, Key Hidden Levels, S&P. You get the picture. I think up here I've got like, I was glancing at this Pine Script chat room, just see what they're kind of talking about. And that's something I'm going to get into a video in the future here, is about writing Pine scripts. Pine editor down here. But moving on here, private chats. I'm assuming you need an invite or start your own. Idea stream, this is kind of like if you are subscribing to like the idea creators, probably show up here in like a feed. Streams, now these are just, random, go and watch people's or sub to them, and got your Wyckoff mode, crypto live TA, breakout or fake out, chill until the end of the stock market. Bitcoin blew my prediction up, and it wasn't a very good prediction, now was it? Then next we just got notifications, which just, notifications, if you don't know what that is, where the hell you been? Are you even living in this decade? Order panel, now obviously here you got to connect to a broker, and this is for, trading within TradingView itself. We'll probably experiment, and I want to try it out and just kind of not even necessarily make trades, but at least dig in a little bit and just see how it works and stuff. And I'll probably do that just live on a video, like never tried it before, and just initial reactions kind of thing. Come over here, looks like we got kind of like a order book going on here. Let's see, scroll up, scroll down. It was looking different a minute ago, but yeah, buy, sell, market, cancel buy orders. So it looks like you could go in and maybe set some limit orders at various different prices. Looks like refreshes every time that goes around. Total sell, total buy quantity. Again, more just trading. And we come down here to something useful, and that is the object tree, or I don't know, I like to call it your layers or your levels. And just like if you're used to using Adobe or something, say you go and draw nice big old line, see how it goes behind the candles, and that's over here. Say I were to drag it over there, now it's in front of the candles. And just depending on where things are in the stack. Whoops, okay, nope, still behind. I think I'd have to get it. I swear there was a way to make it go in front. There we go. So now it's in front of the candles, based, because these are the actual candles itself, and then you got your various indicators. And so you can drag it around, if you want certain things over top or whatnot. But more important, like here you see I got a folder, so, and you can hide and show things. Let's zoom it out here a little bit. You can see all the spider lines. And I threw them all in a folder, and if you were to click one, hold shift, click down here, it'll highlight everything in between, or you can hold control and add them individually. And then you would come up here, create a group of drawings, click that, it'll put them in a new folder. You just click to rename, and you could just go in there. Now you can hide them all at once. Okay, got another little guy on here, pitchfork. You can hide it, you can lock it, you can delete it. That's really all there is, just moving them in the stack and grouping them together, hiding them, renaming it. So say you start putting lines every time you purchased for your your long-term hodling positions, you could go in here, rename it, and say purchase price, maybe throw the date in there. And when you come back in long time down the road, you know why that line is there. Or yeah, so that's kind of the point of all that. Okay, just moving things around in the stack. Clone or copy if you want, I don't know, want to copy something specifically without changing it or having to redraw it. Manage layout drawings. You could go in here and find all the different charts that you have been scribbling on like a kindergartner. And you could go in there and it tells you how many drawings are in there. Honestly, I'm kind of surprised that there's this many. But there you go. That is the levels. And then down here is just the help. You know, find an answer to whatever you're having issues with. But that is the sidebar, and that didn't take too long. What do we got here? 25 minutes, maybe even a little longer than I expected, but we went a little deeper. And you know what? We got to hear an interesting news story. So just remember, all you out there, if you are on the dating scene, be sure to mention Bitcoin. All right. Love you all, everybody. Have a fantastic day, evening, whatever side of the globe you're on, and whatever way the sun happens to be facing for you at the moment. Live it up, enjoy it. If you happen to be over here in the Western Hemisphere, specifically in the north, then, keep on honking. Best of luck to you guys. Stay warm, and great idea with the bouncy house, I gotta say. Bringing out the bouncy houses, keeping the kids entertained. Genius. Looks like I'll just turn it into a big old party and a cookout. So that's awesome. Great job. And best of luck and freedom to everybody. Peace.